Before we create our device groups, we should consider our firewalls and how to organize them in a way that fits our organization's view of these locations. Our organization has 5 firewalls deployed in these offices. After considering our business organization, we decide that a functional grouping of firewalls best fits our needs. We have 3 firewalls securing remote employee sites and 2 others deployed in data centers. We'll organize them into 2 device groups, as each group will have many common settings within them. Device group hierarchies always have a top-level group named shared. We can't move or delete it, nor can we change its name. Our 2 device groups will automatically inherit from this top-level group. This serves our needs well, as common settings for all firewalls can be added to the shared group. To create a device group, select the Panorama tab at the top and Device Groups on the left. Let's click Add at the bottom to create our first device group. This one will be for our remote offices. So let's put that in the name field. Notice the section to enter reference templates. We'll be addressing this a bit later. So for now, we'll leave that blank. Down at the bottom, we have a selector for a parent device group. This sets the hierarchical relationship of this device group with any others that I've defined. If we pop this up, we'll find our only available selection is shared, as no other device groups exist, and the shared default is the only one available. That's appropriate for this device group, so I'll ensure that it is selected. Now I have a field for master device. Master device is used for user ID redistribution when I'm using that feature and is beyond the scope of this class. So we'll leave that set to none for now. This is the list of firewalls that haven't been assigned to device groups yet. A firewall can only be assigned to one device group at a time. This is remote offices, which matches our Chicago firewall, so let's check it. Click OK to accept this device group. Notice there's a couple of things that have happened. First, our Panorama UI has been expanded. We now have policies and objects pull-down menus, because we now have a device group that stores those configuration settings. Selecting those tabs will show us menu entries on the left that are almost identical to a firewall and should be familiar to a firewall administrator. We'll be using these a bit later when we create some device group content. We also see our remote offices device group we just created with the Chicago firewall being assigned to it. Let's create our second device group. Click Add. This one will be our data centers. Again, we'll leave reference templates blank for the moment. Paris is a data center firewall. We'll assign it to this device group. Parent device groups, we don't want this to inherit from remote offices. We prefer this to be at the same level and inherit from shared. So we'll reset that parent device group. And again, we'll leave master device set to none. Click OK to accept those changes. Notice the summary of our 2 device groups now both sharing the same inheritance level from the shared top-level group. So that's how you build device groups and add firewalls to them.